Hey guys, what is up? Today I will be showing you how to make a Arduino dice roller. This will be an Arduino project that when you press a button, a random amount of LEDs out of 6 will display a light imitating a dice roll. And to do this, you will need a Arduino Uno. You will need a breadboard. You will need 7 resistors. You will need 6 LEDs, and you will need a button, and you will need wires. Alright, so to build the Arduino Dice, we're going to use a program called Tinkercad, and this is a free program that I'll put in the description. We're going to create a new circuit, and then we're going to use everything we saw previously. We're going to need an Arduino Uno. We're going to need a breadboard. And for this, we'll just use a small breadboard because we're only going to have to do only a few circuits. We're going to need a button, and we're going to need 6 LEDs. And we're going to need 7 300 or 220 ohm resistors. So let's change that to ohms. Set the resistance to 220, and then we can just make 7 of these. Of those. And that's all we will need for this project, and of course wires. But I'm now going to show you how to make the Arduino Dice. So first we want to start by connecting a ground on the Arduino to our negative ground unit on our breadboard. And we're going to make this black just for consistency. Next we are going to hook up our button. So our button can be, we'll just set that over here. We're going to add the button. Then on terminal 1A, we're going to connect this to a power source, which will be down here on the plus. We'll just put it directly down. Next, we're going to need to connect this to Arduino Uno. So we'll connect terminal 2A to our let's do our 13 slot just because it's closest. And we'll change that to green because this is not a power, this is more of a connecting it to the Uno, so that it can take our command of rolling the dice. Next, we need to add a resistor. We'll add resistor right here. So that's both connected to our 2A terminal and our ground panel. Next, let's hook up all the LEDs. So first, what we're going to want to do is make sure there's a power source that the LEDs can feed from. So we have our ground, and now we just need our power source. So this 5-volt right here will be our power source. We can connect it anywhere on this bottom rack. So let's give ourselves like this amount of room right here and just connect it over here. And we want to make that red to be consistent. So that's our power source. Next we can start with our LEDs. So the longer of the LEDs, the anode is the longer of the legs of the LEDs, and the anode is positive. So we're going to always want to connect that to our positive power source. And so we're going to connect 6 of these right next to each other. So we will connect all of these over here. Let's just do 6 of them right here. And now we need to connect wires to them. So we will connect. These aren't power wires, these are just wires connecting it to the Arduino so that we can give them commands. So we'll use 1 through 7. We'll use 2 through 7. So since the anode is positive right here, we will connect the input from our Arduino Uno to the positive LED strip. So we'll connect 7 through 2 of the Arduino to our positive anode leg of the LED. Connect it there, connect it there, connect it there, connect it there. Next, we will use all our resistors connected to the ground and the cathode of our LED. So every single one needs to be connected to the ground right here and the cathode of the LED. And there will be 6 in total. And there you have it. This is your base model for the dice roll. When we press this button after we've coded it, it will give us it will light up a random amount of LEDs 1 through 6 acting as a dice. And that is how you create a Arduino Uno dice. Is this schematic right here. Here is what the finished product should look like. As you can see, it's not exactly as pretty as how you can make it in Tinkercad. A lot of the resistors are kind of twisted and the LEDs don't fit perfectly together, but this is almost exactly the same as the Tinkercad version. With my LEDs are a little higher than or a little lower than the ones I had in Tinkercad, but it'll still be the same because they're all connected still through the breadboard. And this is everything you need. So when you program this and code it to select a random integer, when you press the button, you can see a dice roll, and it will select 3 of the 1 out of 6 of these lights to turn on to mimic a dice. Okay, so as you can see, it's plugged in now. So if we press the button, it should give us a number between 1 through 6. As you can see, it gave us 1. That's how we know it works. Alright, thank you so much for watching. That is how you make a Arduino dice set with the Arduino Uno.